Welcome back everybody. Making waste oil burner number 2. The original one went in through here as a drip feed. It's going to be a drip feed again, but most of the heat, it's not going to build up. So if I put a plate here, I'm going to put these pieces and block this end off. That's the way it's going to go. I need a deflector, so that will go in there at that angle, sort of in through there. It's just curved. That's so it can push the air and oil up a bit into the burn chamber. This will be called the burn chamber. So once I get that in there, that will sit sort of in there like that on a slight angle, leaning forward towards the fire out exit. Flame should come out here. Where I drilled this out, I kept the plug that will just go on top there, and I'll weld it up. So down in there, we'll have it aligned so it's centered, and there's a gap under it, and the flame should shoot out under the gap after it's hit the back wall, combusted, turn around in here and shoot back outwards. So, and this piece will be up here with when I cut it and join it, and out with the air and the oil in the same hole. So we'll have the blower on the end blowing through, and the oil as well should come down and squirt out that way, do stuff in here and flame out here. So that's the plan. I'll get welding. Okay, the beast is done. Doesn't look pretty. This is a piece of old vacuum cleaner pipe. I was going to use that in here, but I figured it was going to be too hard to weld. It was actually a bit tricky to weld along here on the thicker bit of pipe. Okay, I did have to cut that much off to fit it into the firebox. So it should be all sealed up. Well, it sort of looked good enough. So what I'll have, probably put the dripping pipe somewhere here maybe, because the firebox is here to there. We have to have this preheated for it to work. Igniting it's going to be a bit tricky since everything's down here, but I think some fire will just shoot down in there and set fire to it. So nothing, like, you don't need to be too critical on the distances from here to there and the angles. It just needs to be so the oil and air can go down into that way and swing around and back out. The air pump will be on here, whatever I get one. It's going to be hard to hold the blower up there, I think. I might have an old vacuum cleaner hose somewhere I can run it down on the ground. So, it's Monday today. I think Wednesday I get some time. See you all then. Okay, everything's set up. I'm using the leaf blower again as the blower. So oil in, air in. Got a gate valve this time, so that should make adjusting it a bit easier than a ball valve. As you can see, it's sort of spitting. I've just started the preheating. I've only just lit that fire, so I'll burn that for about half hour, and then I'll pour some oil in and fire up the fan, and we'll see if we got any improvement in heat having it set up like this. Took a bit to get this going. It's like 50 years old. It was all rusted inside. Some penetrine, some drill bits, and works like a charm now. Good enough for this purpose. Right, I'll keep this on so the water and the oil don't mix. Could be explosive. Maybe it even works better. A bit of water in your oil. Who knows? Alright, I'll be back. Okay, 20 minutes right there. is 344. Up here is 400 and something. Oh, 300 there, down lower, 5. Alright, I'll start the blower and pump some oil in there. It's sort of boiling as it is. Even though that tube's half blocking it, it's going in there not too bad. You can see those flames shooting down in there. Alright, I'll fire it up and see what happens. Hopefully it ignites the oil. Okay, it's that timid. I'm using the electric one. It's not quite powerful enough. It's in between those two, on that one on idle and that one on at its maximum RPM. And the feed rate is a bit more than a trickle now. So it's consuming more. It's getting a bit sooty. It needs more air. Definitely needs more air. Hear it? It's like starving. I'll see if I can turn this down a bit. Try a fast drip. Still burning. What's going on here? Is it leaking? No. It's like it's slowing down. Yeah, it needs more air. It's starting to smoke now. And you can hear it's not roaring enough. I wonder if I can find a something to bypass some of that air from the blower. Yeah, I'll have a look around. Okay, we've been burning for an hour with just a drip. I was thinking it was having too much fuel, but maybe not. I just moved it in there to heat up the back end a bit more. You can sort of hear it. Got the blower connected again finally. Made some air holes around it so it can come out. So I'm running out of canola. That was canola oil it was using. So what I have here is sump oil from a diesel engine that had flooded somehow, and about 2 litres of diesel has gone into the sump oil. So it's a diesel and sump oil mix. So I'll try that in a minute once I've warmed that up a bit more. Can't really see in there at the moment, so I'll stoke some more fire under there to get it hot. I'm just about out. Okay, the diesel and oil mix is just going in. With a fire like that, plus the blower and the oil, at our seam, we're at 240. Bit of a trickle. Still clean. I can sort of smell the diesel. It's leaking out through the weld along the vacuum cleaner hose and the heavier part. But I'm not sure if it will stay alight by itself at the moment without wood assisting it. So I've filled the tin up to the top. We've used that much already in about 10 minutes. Okay, 15 minutes. You can hear it. That's the diesel and oil mix. That's the flow rate. I've done that as an accelerator. So, if you can hear that. I'll adjust it. That's closed. That's open. We could probably go a bit more to boost the temperature because it's only at 167 there. But I've only just increased that about 1 minute ago. It was the drip and it was sort of burning back in itself. I think the fire is about there. We need the fire in here. Just do the accelerator. Might blow it out. I'll let that wood burn out and see how it keeps going. So 2 o'clock now. I'll get back in a bit. But consumes a bit more using that much. I definitely need an adjustable fan and alterations to that. Maybe. Took a while to light, but I think the diesel and the oil mix work a lot better than the canola. Oh yeah, should show there's no smoke. I can't really smell anything. Wonder if it's got a bit hotter. It's only a couple of seconds. Oh yeah, we're raising in temperature now, so it wasn't roaring like that before. You can hear it now. Oh, I'll adjust this a bit, give it a bit more juice. Might snuff out, hopefully not, because it's going to be hard to light. Like that, I think. Maybe more air. Taking up the air. There's not a great lot of difference. Most of it's to do with the oil feed. So it's slightly more. I can feel heat now. 175. Alright, I'll give it a while to see what's happening. Well, 5 minutes later, I just increased the flow to that much. But when I stop this, oh, we're smoking a bit. Probably too hot, like too much oil, but that's soaking up, that's steaming. So we'll back that off a bit. So getting the right fuel mix. Right, we got rid of the smoke and the smell of diesel. Got this shut now. Might tape that shut. that's looking like it's doing good. I'll be back. Okay, back. Hasn't been any more than 5 minutes. With the extra added fuel. Uh-oh, we just blew out. Had to block the air. Alright, I'll leave that open. Obviously we need more fuel than that for that amount of air. Lucky I caught that on camera, leaves it ignited. The wood's not doing it, because there's not much going on in the wood. That's very hot by the looks of it. This is about a metre away, that's at 500. So it's probably up near, it's nearly glowing, I can see a faint glow. We probably need a bit more. Gate valves are also hard to adjust. Alright, that's a bit more. Try adjusting that. Yeah, that's much hotter. Just wrap that tape around that again. I'll be back. Alright, I'm having trouble with the flow rate being even all the time. Seems to be blocking up or something. But it's actually the first time I've achieved the same amount of heat with the oil than I have with the wood. We can probably go hotter if we can get a constant flow rate. This thing's a bit temperamental. Just increase it a bit. Has a delay. Put my hand over that. We're actually probably producing a fair bit of steam. Still got some in there. Consumes a bit more though. Wonder if we can go up a little bit higher. Right, we might start smoking at that rate. Yeah, we're smoking. I think we got too much oil. I'll back it off. Oh, we're only mildly smoking. That's it. Alright, before I run out of oil, we'll check the pressure on the steam and the temperature. I'll be back. Alrighty, back. This thing kept stopping, dripping. Like we're full. Well, we have juice in it, but it's not constant enough, and I just lost it and I can't reignite it. It's sort of burning, but it's not going to burn back into the tube, you can hear it. So definitely need a needle valve. I think I'll have a helium tank, maybe I can rig up that needle valve instead of that gate valve. And there could have been foreign matter in there, clunking up the hole. But it's a 1/2 inch through there, you'd think it would just flow anyway, but it blocks up. Unless there's another blockage with carbon or something, but I don't think there would be. So I'll let that blow itself out. We did reach a temperature of 260. Oh, we're still at 260. And that's been out for 5 minutes. I've been trying for 5 minutes to reignite it. You can sort of half get there, but it just doesn't, it's not, I think I lost too much heat because of that thing. So I'll let that run for a while. Oh, whoops. I ran out of water. Oh.